Welcome back to SAT writing videos. We are looking at the grammar rules that are not so popular but and mostly forgotten by students in this video today. Yeah, so we'll be looking at frequently confused words, the wordiness of a sentence, and idioms. If you're looking at any other grammar rule like subject, verb, agreement, pronoun, modifier, all those grammar rules that are tested on SAT, please refer to the other videos as well of mine and please subscribe to my channel. Now, let's look at the frequently confused words. So what happens in SAT is that you are sometimes so much in your good read approach that you read and you forget that one word that sounds exactly like the other word can mean totally different. For example, the first word, look over here, advice and advice. They are totally different words. Compliment with I and E. Like you compliment somebody, I, like you say you're good, but Coke complements pizza. So that's compliment. E. Yeah. It's and it's. The word it's without apostrophe, it's just a pronoun which is in possessive case and is referring to another noun. But it is a pronoun along with verb. It is. IT apostrophe S. Peace. No? Peace. And peace. Just a piece. So peace and peace are two different words. So I'm not able to, of course, give you the entire list here, but there can be so many other words. Than and then, very commonly read by students. When you say than, you're saying from here compared to that one. Than, it's a comparison word, but then means next. Next. So there's a lot of difference between these. So if you, the easiest way of handling these is you read the four options, and in the four options you see that how is one option different from other. If you will be able to identify the two different words, that first word is then and the next sentence the word is given than, you would know that it's a one is comparison word and the other one is just then. So it's very important for such error that you scan the sentence, you read every word that is underlined. Okay, you don't read every word of the passage, you don't read all the words that are not underlined, you read the words repeatedly, the words that are underlined. Okay, now let's look at the next part. Wordiness. I have referred to the word wordiness a lot, as in I kept saying that make sentence concise and active in other videos of mine. Wordiness basically means that do not have redundancy. Don't speak the things or don't write the things over and over to give the same meaning. Yeah, like this one. There are children who are playing their instruments loudly. Okay, so there are children, first part, who are playing is also going to those children. Their instrument is also going to those children. So you're again and again saying that these children did this. Instead, you could simply say, um, children are playing their instrument loudly. That's all. I don't need to say there are children who play. There's nothing grammatically wrong with how it is written, but it's not concise. It has lots of words, and that's why SAG doesn't prefer it. Next, the current design of the costume right now is incomplete. The current design of the costume is incomplete. That's all. You don't really require right now because current itself means right now. The current design of costume is incomplete. Next, in the present COVID-19 situation, we are all staying at home for current semester. If it is the current situation, which is present situation, then isn't it obvious that you would stay home for the current time? So you don't need this current time again. So you see, all you're doing in wordiness is whatever information you've already given, you don't want to give that information again. Yeah? So you're simply erasing these words. Children are playing their instrument loudly. The current design of costume is incomplete. In the present COVID-19 situation, we are all staying at home for semester. We are all staying at home for, yeah, this semester. Or let's look at idiom. We've discussed idiom in a few videos earlier, like in parallel structure video, I already told you about idioms, but let me just give you a recap. Idioms are words that go together. That if you're using one word, the other has to be used, which goes along with this word. Okay, so pairing of words is called idiom. Now, there's no way to memorize all of them unless you have that identical memory that you see something and you just remember it forever. But usually, instead of going through that learning all, what I suggest students is that solve a lot of SAT work, solve a lot of questions. Now, once you've solved and you get something wrong, it hits, and then you definitely get it right at the time because you know that this is the idiom that I got wrong the other time. And good part is for idioms, it's not like your entire question will be based on idiom unless they are very frequently tested idioms, few of which we're going to do just now. It's usually something like idiom can help you do the question faster. You will know the answer faster. But if you don't know the idiom, you can still do the question based on some other rule. So there isn't a question really, I mean, very less likely that you can get a question only based on idioms. Usually it is something like idiom along with parallel structure, idiom along with comparison, idiom and subject verb agreement. So even if you're not able to identify idiom, you can eliminate certain options based on other grammar rules. Okay, let's look at some idioms now. She is not only beautiful dash smart. So when you use not only, what do you use along with it? You always use but also. She not only but also. I can't distinguish notepad dash notebook. Whenever you see the word distinguish, you use from. I cannot distinguish notepad from netbook. So not only always goes with but also, distinguish always goes with from. But look at the next sentence. I have the word distinguish here, but after distinguish, I have between. I can distinguish between a notepad. Now, because you have between, you'll have to change this from and you'll have to write and, because between goes with and. And here I'm not distinguishing only, I'm saying two things between. So and is to be used. Next, the curators regard the screen dash one of the best work of art as. Regard goes with as. You do not say regards the screen to be the best work, not to be. Regards goes with as. Next, the curators consider the screen dash one of the best works. Now, for all those who are thinking consider the screen as one of the best work, it's wrong. There is no as and no to be required. You don't put anything here. The curator considered the screen, comma, one of the best work of art. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. Yes. Next, her boots are just dash mine. So I'm talking about boots. That's a noun. So what do you use with noun when you compare noun with another noun, which we did in the comparison video, which you must have seen already. If you have not, please refer to that. In the comparison video, I told you that the term used to compare two nouns is like. Her boots are just like mine. He runs. Now I'm talking about action. I'm not talking about noun. He runs just like I do? No. He runs just as I do. So the word just can be used with like as well as. Just like, just as. Both are correct. It depends on if you're using a noun or a verb. That makes the decision of what should you use after just. Okay. So this was a quick idea about the things that SAT forgets. Sorry, not SAT forgets. SAT remembers, but you all probably forget, and teachers probably forget teaching. This is something important that can help you do the questions a lot faster. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel if you like it.